Yo, today we're playing as Brazil, uniting South America, completing Magnanimous Monarch for that great enlightened royalist for multiculturalism. So let's start out with a good old tech on stock exchange, followed by ammo engine into railways, and then probably follow that up with pharmaceuticals. Now we're gonna go, I think, high taxes. Let's take a look at our minimum expected. Yeah, it looks like we can handle high taxes, minimum government wages, maximum military wages. Is liquor a good consumption tax for us? Yes, it looks like it is. I think we'll put on a services consumption tax as well, though. We're going to create a sovereign empire power block. I have some ideas for names for the power block, but they don't really apply yet, so we're going to wait to rename our power block to those for a little bit later and just stick with a randomized name for now. Now, in terms of government, we're going to pick the most legitimate one for now, because our legitimacy is not very good. And we're gonna decide to start building some construction sectors, which we should go up to iron frame construction for. But like, we have no peasants there actually, so we shouldn't build there. We'll find some good places to build. Wow, Pernambuco has the most peasants. I feel like these states have some penalties. No, they actually don't have major penalties. I must be thinking of something else. Well, I guess we'll build some construction sectors here. Now, in terms of winning the Ramagufan War, we're going to put all units on upgrade all units. We're going to go attack Rio Grandenese Republic at first and stay on the defensive against the Grauparans. Get this good old event about the Peru-Bolivian Confederation. Also, minus 15 legitimacy is a bit unfortunate. We are actually winning in the north now because they attacked us, so we can go put a general on attack. Yeah, looks like we have a pretty good victory against them in Para. Nice. Does Brazil start out with like one of the highest gainfully employed in the world? How is their GDP per capita so low with almost everyone already gainfully employed? What? Ah, so there are peasants, but they're all slaves. Okay, it makes sense now. Okay, we just conquered the Rio Grandenese Republic. We've got two different options here. I think the bottom option looks better. 20% radicalism versus 60%. That is quite a lot. Okay, well, maybe we don't want that much radicalism actually. Now Graupara should be basically dead here. Yep, there we go. This gives us 5 extra infamy, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. We complete the Ramagufan War. Okay, I think we're gonna swap governments to this, but lower taxes so we're legitimate, and then start trying to pass legacy slavery, and we also want to selectively enforce the ban, I think, because this seems like kind of bad. We don't want this to get to 0 or else we'll get renewed African cycle, which seems like a very bad modifier. Looks like we don't actually have enough bureaucracy now for some reason, so let's find places with most peasants that have spare infrastructure and build a couple of government bureaucracies there. Ah, this is why we have bureaucracy problems. We have an insane amount of trade routes. I created a couple, but I think we got like a ton from annexing Graupara and the Rio Grandenese Republic. That should be much better, yeah. We don't even need this last government administration. Now, for our first war to fight to unify South America, we are going to be protectorating Bolivia, and um, we will also be transferring North Peru, because once we protectorate them, North Peru will unify with the other ones, so it'll be nice to have it as a subject, especially for power block mandate. 2 minor powers is better than 1 minor power and an insignificant power. Chile offers to join for Liberate South Peru. I'm pretty sure this war goal is irrelevant, so we'll just accept it, because I'm pretty sure we effectively will get that. What? Um, so South Peru just joined us and then left and deleted the war goal to liberate them. That's perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Well, I guess let's take some Bolivian war reps. We're landing in south of Bolivia here to try to enforce easier. Looks like we've like front spaghettied them or something. No? What happened? I'm a little bit confused how their troops went off the front, but it looks like they're now back. Bolivia's army is like surprisingly doing pretty well against us, even though they've got like double their army power projection. I mean, they do have their subjects, but I don't think they're doing that much. Bolivia is defending insanely well. All of our offensive battles are getting won by Bolivia, so what we're gonna have to try to do is like take off one of the armies from the front and try to get them to do an offensive battle that way. I think that might work. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna trick them into doing an offensive battle, which should backfire quite badly on them. Yeah, they're gonna get a lot of casualties from that. Now we've got like 60 advantage or something, so we can just push, push, push. And we should be good. Yeah, we get a battle that we're finally winning. Wow, we literally have to run minimum taxes to make this government legitimate? That's so bad. Okay, I guess we just give up on passing legacy slavery then. I forgot we should be doing corn laws. Let's export some grain to trigger corn laws real quick. We should be able to get it to, yeah, above 25% price. Now we can cancel our grain trade routes. Cancel our grain trade routes, and we should be good. Election results are in, and the exalted Liberal Party barely was victorious. This should be the final battle for La Paz, which I believe, yep, that's the capital of Bolivia. So after this, they should be finally getting enforced upon, which is pretty nice. We can integrate the Amazonics into our culture, and then we can get a new national hero, which lets us integrate the Sulistas as well. Pretty nice. Let's look at our cultures thing here. Right now we've got 500,000 of our primary culture. Now we've got 600,000. Now we've got 780,000. Nice. Oh yeah, we can enforce our demands on the Brazilians. And we get 15% prestige for crushing the Peru-Bolivian Confederation, seemingly, which is pretty nice. Also lose relations with Bolivia there, which is unfortunate. It looks like we already have enough leverage to get Uruguay in the block diplomatically, so we're going to try our best to increase our leverage over Uruguay to get them in our block. Like, let's see, how close are we to getting an embassy? We're pretty close. In fact, I just swapped to being cooperative so we can get an embassy, and that should give us, yeah, an insane amount of leverage over these guys. I think we overbuilt construction slightly, so we're going to delete down a little bit to have a more reasonable amount of construction. What in the world is Spain doing? You're gonna try to conquer parts of New Granada? I think we'll take an obligation from New Granada to join them. I think that might be useful for future stuff. Oh, we can join the Spanish for something, but I assume that more countries are gonna join New Granada, yeah, like France, and now it's just over for Spain. Nice, he's no longer, or we're no longer getting the -15 legitimacy, and we get 1 progress on Magnanimous Monarch. We get a modern conservative, an inspiration for our age. We shall, oh, they're not being pressured by the liberal movement anymore. They were a little bit ago. We need to bolster the liberal movement again to try to get them to be pressured. France is offering to provide military assistance. We will take it. Let's take a look at what the odds would normally be for us to request it from them. Only 31%. This guy has challenged nobody to a duel. That's pretty based. What are you? You're a general? You're a historical general royalist? Let's ban dueling. Okay, the landowners are now pressured, so we can grant leadership to you, and then start passing good old laissez-faire. Oh, I didn't realize the landowners have special unique modifiers for Brazil. Plus 20% migration attraction and plus 20% agriculture and plantation tax income. Oh, industrialist bonus is also different. Plus 10% infrastructure. Oh, that is just evil of New Granada to have their war goal as conquer Puerto Rico. So Spain is just going to be perma-occupied for a while, just racking up infinite devastation. French are trying to land it, but the Cubans are holding out. It's so Jover for Spain. They've lost like 300,000 pops already from this war. We're about to run out of infamy, so we might as well go over to South Africa. It's a great place to spend your infamy. Especially because I think we might be able to just diplomatically invite members of the South America into our bloc. We'll see. You gotta love that easy 10% enactment chance. And we've landed in here because they just never build an army for some reason. It looks like France is finally succeeding in landing into Puerto Rico, which should mean that Spain can stop losing all their population. They've lost 1 million people already. It looks like over time our income has grown to the fact that we can actually get a couple more construction sectors going here. Let's build them up. We do have a little bit of an infra problem. I actually don't know what's caused our income to go up so much. What sources are increasing? Actually, it might just be that the landowners are happy for that plus 20% agriculture and plantation tax income. We just passed laissez-faire. That's pretty nice. We're gonna go for free trade next. You can see with laissez-faire, we have so much reinvestment, so we should actually just build tons and tons of construction sectors now to utilize all this reinvestment we've got. Did the French actually fail that naval invasion? Okay, I guess it's just over for Spain existing in this game. Gonna have to lose all their pops. Eventually, Spain has to just bankrupt, and then they should capitulate out of the war, I'm pretty sure, because their capitulation desire is 81. Actually, they're not gonna go bankrupt, they're just gonna default. This is so Jover for Spain, bro. Because the thing about defaulting is when you're defaulting, that's going to lower the output of sub farms. So their standard of living is going to like go so low that their pops are going to start starving. Oh, never mind. Something happened and the war is over. Um, well, okay. For now, Spain is still losing pops, but they should stop losing pops eventually. How did the Confederates? I didn't even see a war between the Confederates and USA. Okay, well, I guess it happened. Nice big confederacy very early. That's gonna make things a little bit tricky for America in the Mexican-American War, isn't it? Mexico is starting the war with more army power projection. Uh, America isn't in debt though, so surely they eventually come out on top. Well, we're just running such a high positive balance, so we're gonna just remove taxes and stuff till we finally build enough construction to stop running a positive balance, I guess. We can even up government wages and stuff. We just want to lose money because we have no use for this money right now. Looks like things are going all right for Mexico so far. We really want Mexico to win if possible, I think. It's going to be close, I think. Probably USA wins, but it's kind of close. American Colorado and Oklahoma. Have you occupied those? No, you haven't occupied American Colorado yet. And the corn laws are over. Big nice. We click this event and we get quite a few loyalists slash removing of radicals. Oh, we ran out of infamy. Okay, we'll conquer Transvaal, I guess. Oh no, UK would be likely to intervene, even though they aren't guaranteeing independence. So we can actually attack Orania. Their guarantee has run out as well, and UK has not the likeliness to join, but they have a defensive pact with Transvaal, so we should get able to fight both in this war as well. Yep, Transvaal sides with Orania, so we can just conquer Transvaal. We can now invite Uruguay as a new member of our power block. Looks like USA is going to eventually win this war against Mexico, unfortunately. Nice, we get a new national hero, which we can use to integrate the Paulistas. Let's take a look at our stuff right now. We've got 844k Brazilians now, and then once we click this, we've got 1 million Brazilians. Looks like this tile just became a majority Brazilian. There is still a ton of Afro-Brazilians though. And now they've conquered this stuff over here, we can incorporate it along with incorporating Amazonas, which I think actually is a 21-year incorporation. Yep, it is. We're gonna go full Liberal Party in order to try to make the matter of slavery stop ticking in the wrong direction, because we don't really like it ticking in that direction. And then I think we actually have the possibility of passing slavery banned here. Would the pro-slavery movement start a civil war over it? I don't actually know. Let's take a look here. Looks like not. I'm gonna need to go check this though. Okay, let's take a look and see what happens when we try to pass slavery banned. The movement is actually only trending towards 72 activism. Okay, well, I guess we're good then. I actually didn't realize National Guard gave the reduction in political movement activism that secret police gave. That makes National Guard much more good. Okay, we're starting to lose actual amounts of money now, so we're gonna go down to a realistic amount of government spending. I just got the pop-up that we didn't have a company selected, so we need to pick a company. This company is our only unique company option, so I think we're gonna go pick it, even though it's probably not that good, just because it's a unique company. We would actually kind of like this to start a civil war, because it has so few states that it would almost inevitably lose the civil war, especially with our vassals and stuff. But we just got trounced in that election. What in the world? The previous election, the Liberal Party had like all the votes. What happened? Um, yeah, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to pass slavery ban with such a terrible outcome in the election. If the revolution ticks over 50%, it's going to cause us to lose a point in the Magnanimous Monarch journal entry, so we need to cancel passing this, I guess. We can try to go for legacy slavery instead. We can reduce Bolivia's autonomy down to a puppet. Looks like we can probably get Ecuador into the block, so let's start working on that. Guarantee independence, begin improving relations. I think we're gonna go with advanced research as our next principle. We get a popular playwright. We're also going for arts academies to get prestige from that. So I think with all those combined, we should be good over the great power requirement, which will be pretty good. Paraguay is next on the list of countries to protectorate. Big nice free protectorate here with Paraguay. This journal taking 40 years to complete is insane. Okay, we have enough prestige to become a great power if we just up gov wages. Yep, we are now the sixth great power of the world. Big nice. In case you're wondering which of the starting great powers is no longer a great power, it's the United States of America. Oh, they lost their war against Mexico. I wonder how that happened. I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, well that's actually really convenient. UK is just gonna ban slavery for us. We need to focus everything we've got on invading Paraguay here so that we can enforce on them and then just capitulate to the UK for banned slavery. Oh, we get an anti-British league. We like the British though. They're being so nice to us, guys. You just need to recognize how nice they are being. And then, everything would make more sense if you just did that. Okay, the war with Paraguay is over, so we can just propose this peace deal. And that's big nice. 50 prestige. Okay. So there's no need to be enacting legacy slavery anymore. That's no longer necessary for sure. Oh, that's interesting. This might be one of the only ways in the game to be enacting legacy slavery from slavery banned, because normally you have to enact it from slave trade or maybe debt slavery. Anyway, I think we'll take the top option here, onwards from a golden law to a golden age. I thought there was a thing here. Brazil has slavery banned. Why did that not trigger us to go down a step in the depletion thing? I'm not actually sure. Is there something here that we would have made it up for? Oh, Brazil's become a great power. Okay. I'm gonna start trying to enact public schools, because having 25% literacy is not great. You can see we have a more reasonable number of peasants now that slavery is banned, because before we had a bunch of slaves that were basically peasants. Now we've got real peasants. That should boost up our ability to get employment in our industries quite a bit. Apparently we can integrate the Nordestinos. Oh, because we've banned slavery. Okay. Take a look at our cultures thing here. 1.1 million Brazilians. 1.9 million Brazilians. Big nice. Okay, we get this great event here for Isabel, which is a great ruler abolitionist, but if we complete this or something, I think she will eventually become enlightened royalist, unless they change that. Oh, this government's actually way better for passing the law, because it makes them less unhappy, which makes it easier to pass. Oh, we're out of infamy, so let's just go ahead and do a quick little protectorate on Argentina, one of the final countries we've got left to unify South America. Or not really final, but we're getting kind of close. What's their acceptance chance right now? 29%. We'll get a power block embassy. That should get us the rest of the way there. Chile has joined the war, so we're gonna add protectorate on them as well. Time to naval invade into Buenos Aires. Ecuador requests to join. Big nice. We'll subjugate Uruguay. Argentina has just capitulated, and Chile is going to be capitulating very soon as well. Yep, there we go. Now if we look at our block, it's a pretty good amount of South America already. Oh, UK got Venezuela in their block. That's unfortunate. I thought I established this company already. Did it downsize? That's unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna join Mexico in their play against the United States of America for an obligation. Yeah, the Americans are too weak to get a bankroll from them, so I think this is the best thing we can get out of the play. We will, of course, mobilize our battalions, send them over to the front, except for one of our armies, which we will probably try to naval invade into the American capital with. Yeah, okay, let's start a naval invasion on Maine. Okay, of course they stopped us, but we can just start our new landing on their capital of DC. And we are indeed in on DC, big nice. We actually, I think we want to hold in DC because it's lower infra, so it's harder to take you out, even if they have more troop advantage. New Granada asks for a defensive pact. We will take it. We really want an embassy, but we can take like a trade agreement, guarantee and stuff. Investment rights would be nice as well. And then we can almost get a power block embassy soon. Okay, Mexico just peaced out with the United States. Looks like they got some new territories. Big, nice, easy public health insurance, the greatest law in the history of laws. Power block embassy with New Granada. That should hopefully get us up to +4 or +200 leverage that we want. Yes, it does. Big, nice. We get the, what's it called? The Krakatoa eruption. Oh yes, of course. How did it take me so long to remember the name? Who knows? We were out of infamy, so we're now conquering Zulu. We need more stuff like outside South America to conquer now, so we might just go into like the Niger area or something. I'm not really sure where we want to conquer next. We could go for Central America, I guess. Starting a naval invasion on Zulu, because it looks like it's going to be a pretty good way to win the war. I mean, we can't necessarily. Okay, we were on the front, but naval invasion should finish them off faster. Okay, there we go. Zulu is ours. Okay, we've passed public health insurance. We're building up the government administrations to be able to level that up. Along with the education institution, we also want to level up to level 3. I'm going to start passing colonial exploitation because I want to do some colonizing. Okay, we're leveling up both of our institutions. New Granada request to join the bloc. Big nice. We now control all of South America except for Venezuela, Guyana, and the Falklands. Now that we've got that member of our bloc, we're gonna subjugate Ecuador. I'm gonna invade Oman for Zanzibar because it's really good to get colonization into Africa from Zanzibar. The naval invasion of Zanzibar is commencing. The Republican proposal, I think when I clicked at this event in my testing, this just gives -1 if you run out of time, so it just seems better to hold it in case we need to do it in the next 10 years, right? Passing property to women seems like it's going to be a really tough law to pass, but we do have this reformer rural folk that I've been working on getting, which should help out a little bit. Oh, we passed colonial exploitation. Nice. I'm just looking through our agitators real quick here to see if we have got any new reformers we could potentially try and promote. Trade unions isn't going to be very useful. I'm gonna look through this rest of this list and then we'll start colonizing. Okay, there's none that are good. So we can start colonizing. I think we'll colonize there. And what's our colonial growth right now? Take a look here real quick. There's no way this is isolated from our market. Oh, there seriously is no ports down here? That's crazy. Wow. Okay, we get Zanzibar now. We can check out over here what our colonial growth is. It's pretty low. We can upgrade our colonial institution to try to go a little bit faster. I'm going to reduce Chile's autonomy to puppet. Oh, we don't have quinine yet, but I remember we're tech spreading it. Yeah, we are. -15% decree cost. Oh, we've got a ton of authority. We could spend that on some decrees, I guess. We'll just have to go take a look at where our industry is mostly located. You know, we could just spam greener grass. I think we actually need to get past cultural exclusion or multiculturalism, though, in order to start getting mass migrations. So that is a bit of an issue. I guess we can just give a good old passing of the law a bit of a go. Let's, like, go this government, grant leadership to you, and then start passing property to women. Yeah, this government is illegitimate, so we have to do a government like this in the meantime till we can find some sort of solution to that legitimacy issue. You know, we've got some chance of passing property to women here. I'm gonna go advanced research 3 for that extra maximum innovation investment, although we actually don't have the unis for that anyway, but whatever. Still the minus bureaucracy cost, I guess. I'm turning off a bunch of the migration decrees. I think that they're just wasting authority that we can use on decree or on enactment time right now. 10% enactment chance, big nice. Apparently we have a demand to rival the UK, so we're gonna have to do it, because otherwise it's gonna make the people who are the people who are opposing our law pass a lot more angry, which would of course make it much harder to pass. Otherwise, now we get much lower stall chances, which will help out a lot with passing easier. I'm going to do a little bit of an invasion of Costa Rica, which is in the British bloc, but they don't seem to be willing to defend it, so it'll be a free country to invade. We need to take these guys out of government real quick, and then exile the PB so that they're no longer a traditionalist, which should help out a bit with passing this easier, less stall chance. Defensive pact, that'll help out with leverage against Mexico. Trade agreement will help out as well. Investment agreement will help out as well. Um, could go for, when does our obligation expire on these guys? 29 months? Maybe we'll try and save it to, we can probably get enough leverage to get the Power Block Embassy, so we'll try to save the obligation for inviting them. It looks like we have enough money to build more construction sectors, so we'll just build a couple more construction sectors here. Okay, we just passed propertied women, so we get the heir to the empire. Gives us 3 advancement on magnanimous monarch. Is pretty nice, and we also get just propertied women's plus 5% workforce ratio, which is kind of nice. Okay, we've gotten another mandate. We'll go vassal 2 for that extra cohesion. Oh, we can get a power block embassy on Mexico. Big nice. That's going to let us get a lot of leverage on them. Getting Mexico in the block, I think, will shoot us up past the Metternich system as the 5th highest ranked block. But in the meantime, we shall just conquer Dahomey. We just gotta get some nice little colonies in Africa. Reclaim our Afro-Brazilians. The whole world must turn Afro-Brazilian. Benin and Oyo sided with Dahomey. Let's conquer both of those as well, I guess. There's no way this is a real word. What? Human good garrison refuses order? Nonsense. Oh yeah, we do need to actually naval invade these guys. That would be a pretty good idea. Wait, Bornu is in the war as well. Okay, we've landed in Dahomey, so let's ship over our great army to the front. Except one of them is actually gonna land in Benin. No, don't land in Benin. That would be foolish. They've got defenders there. Land in Oyo. They don't have defenders there. Oh, they do now, but it's fine. We got this. With this battle and the landing, we should be able to get into Oyo, and then we should need to push into Benin. And Dahomey should cap in just a second. Yep, there goes Dahomey. We actually have so much income, we're still running a positive balance. This is big nice. We've got more mass migration attraction than the Americans, so if we could just get on cultural exclusion or something, we could get a lot of migrants. Or we need to get off of migration controls. I think let's just go cultural exclusion. Benin is about to cap in a second here. Is pretty nice. Yep, there we go. Coffee with milk has been acquired. Uh, what does this do? Okay, looks like we're almost never gonna finish or not finish this, unless we have got powerful landowners. Maybe we actually do. No, our landowners are no longer powerful, so I don't see this being very relevant. Time to invite Mexico to the power block. We are indeed now the number 5 power block in the world. We don't want 50% momentum for the party. That would be insane. These guys have way too much momentum. We wish that that was not the case, so we could get some more votes on the Liberal Party. Okay, let's abdicate the throne here, I think. This is, amazing. Abdication actually working. Can you believe it? We don't want to click this option, of course, because we don't want national supremacy or anything. But this would give us autocracy. Anyway, we're gonna click this option. Get Isabel on the throne, and that should trigger magnanimous monarch. Does indeed. That gives us an enlightened royalist. That's pretty nice. Interest group leaders will be more likely to choose progressive interest group leaders in the future. Oh, this movement's actually trending towards 100 activism. Um, that's a bit of a problem. Where do we have turmoil issues? Open this map. Is it seriously just the Amazon rainforest? No, we've got turmoil issues over here as well. Hmm. That's annoying. We can try going down on taxes, I guess. We've got money. See if that can get us under 100 target activism, maybe. Our movement is now trending towards under 100 activism, which is better. We shall join Mexico in their play against the United States. We'll take American war reps as our demand. We will mobilize the great Brazilian conscript army to fight the Americans. I assume that this will be a somewhat difficult war, because it's America. They've got a real army, but we do have Mexico on our side, so we can probably win, especially with conscripts. We did win a war against the USA earlier, but their GDP has grown quite a bit since then. 17.9 million right now. Oh well, I tried to stop the reactionary revolt, but it happened. That's very inconvenient. It's gonna make it a lot harder to win the play against the USA, but it is what it is. Does that actually mean we can pretty easily pass multiculturalism? No, the intelligentsia wouldn't like it. Sure, but the intelligentsia, what would actually be stopping us in terms of interest groups? Get, oh, we actually have pretty good success chance. Our base success chance is 25. That's real good. Never mind, we haven't invented human rights yet, so we can't pass multiculturalism. We're gonna crush the reactionary revolt here. Easy civil war. Now we've got access to the third principal group. Let's go freedom of movement. We're about to get cultural exclusion, so we can start getting some migrants. That'll be pretty nice. Just passed cultural exclusion. We also just defeated their navy, so let's just land in DC now. And their army should be in the New England HQ, so yep, we get in to DC, and that should mean that they can start capping. Let's move over some of our battalions to defend that naval invasion. And move over a lot once this is over. The reactionary revolt is basically dead, so let's start going over here on defense, and we will defend against this evil. Or I assume they're gonna try to move stuff over here. They're actually only moving over one troop. What? Okay. I don't get why they have 100 troops in the New England HQ. It doesn't make any sense to me, but we'll take it. If they use those 100 troops, we would be so dead. Their army power projection is 7,000. Like, we would be just so dead, unbelievably dead if they used those. Looks like we can just move this 60 stack actually over to this front, because I don't think it's going to be necessary on the other front. We aren't pushing out of DC in fear that that would activate this 109 stack, by the way. USA's war support is negative now. We get our first mass migration of South German people from France into Bahia. Looks like we're getting quite a lot of people, although actually a lot of them are coming from our own states. But that is still nice, because they're coming out of unincorporated states into our mainland. USA is going to be capitulating in just a second here. One more tick till USA is out. There goes the USA. They no longer have a western coastline. Time to subjugate New Granada. Oh, they completed the River of Coffee. Being at 30% landowner political strength, and landowner and 10% plantation throughput. Really the top option. That top option looks it's just better, except it gives them the landowners more political strength. I think we'll just give the landowners their political strength. Not too big of a deal. The Liberals got like 6% of the vote. What do you mean? How could you do this to me? We're gonna build out a bigger navy for some plans I've got. I think a bigger navy is gonna be pretty useful for them. Freedom of movement 2 for that good old 50% mass migration attraction, which would put me cleanly in #1 for mass migration attraction with 87.5. Yep, that is #1. We've got really unlucky to text for this much militech without getting general staff. Oh, we're definitely at the point where we should have a uni stack. Let's start by peasants, and then let's build a 20 uni stack in Minas Gerais. Let's reduce Argentina's autonomy to puppet. Big nice UK war. We're gonna join them in that. Definitely not for any malicious reasons at all. Oh, France would protect Venezuela, bruh. Evil French people. I just remembered I've been running minimum taxes. We should stop running minimum taxes like a reasonable country would. Go high taxes, make infinite money. run the economy better, make a bigger military, win the game. We just got a new mass migration from Canada. Big nice. Let's take a look at how big our migration into our country is right now. That's okay. Alright, not that much, but it's good. Gotta love it when every single election you get an event that increases the momentum of the Conservative Party. This is ridiculous. 239% momentum. Freedom of movement level 3, or no, let's do vassal 3 for the cohesion. I want to try to transfer Dominica because it has Guyana. We'll see how much do the French commit to this war, because I think, I mean, if they commit enough, then obviously we lose. Wait, what happened? I thought I was, oh yeah, so they're all getting built as a line, okay. Anyway, we're gonna see how winnable this war is. Like, we just need to naval invade some stuff, and I think that we have a chance at winning this war. It'll be nice. It'll mean Britain is the only country we have to fight in this region, pretty much, I think. I'm gonna just put all of our guys over here on defense while we hopefully start a naval invasion into there, and then start a naval invasion into Haiti. Okay, war has begun. Let's start our naval invasion into their state. Looks like they are beating us on the land, of course, but I think our naval invasion should hopefully get in before they can win 4 different battles. Oh, our navy's in the wrong spot. That might complicate things a little bit. Nope, our navy arrives on time, and we clean out the naval invasion. So now let's start with the big navy, or with the big army, a battle into the island. Mexican Civil War. Interesting. Can we get a protectorate on Mexico from this? That would be pretty nice. Yes, become subject. Big nice. They've got quite a few weaker ship, or quite a few stronger ships, but we've got just much larger numbers, so we defeat their navy. Big nice. We are winning the defensive battles there. Looks like we need some army to go defend Peru, though. That would be pretty useful. Don't want Peru to get landed on. Okay, we're winning our battle into Haiti. Landed on the island. Now we pushed them completely out of the island. Now it's just a matter of time until France caps. Well, France's war support is negative, but they're still not willing to go out without a fight. Okay, France is now willing to accept our amazing peace offer. Haiti is now a great member of our our power block. Big nice. Now just the UK has the only stuff stopping us from unifying South America. Darn you, Falkland Islands and Guyana and Venezuela. Going with a good old conquest of Los Altos. Apparently 8 infamy, even though I think like no one lives there. Yeah, 160,000 people live there. Time to fight Great Britain for Guyana, and of course also we want the Falklands. What are they called? The South Atlantic Islands. Look for that real quick. South Atlantic Islands. Can we not conquer it for one of our subjects, please? We surely have an interest in this. Yeah, we do. Where's conquering it for us then? Oh, here it is. Anyways, let's also conquer British Guatemala, and, we'll also conquer Mosquito Kingdom. That'll be every single colony they've got on the mainland, which I think is pretty cool. Mobilize our army, put it on this front. We've got here, and then we'll also mobilize you, put you on this front, and then we'll try and do some naval invasion shenanigans to win this play. See what happens. Oh yeah, USA starts a cut down to size play. Great. Sorry, not a cut down to size play, a return state CB play. That's not very nice, USA, You could just not do that, please. Russia, you want to war goal? Liberate Bahamas? Sure, we can do that. That makes things a lot easier for us, with the Russians on our side. Hmm. I hope. What's Mexico's odds versus USA alone? They're not gonna be able to beat USA alone. Actually, like, they're worried. Hmm. We could just try to get some conquests on USA here. I don't know. Oh, Great Britain sided with USA, so let's not do that. Hmm. Looks like they actually just aren't putting anything on this front, which means we can just get a free push into Guyana. Are they? No, there's no front with the Russians seemingly, so I don't know what they're doing with their troops. Okay, so this army is going to go to defend this, while this army goes to fight the Americans. Also, we want you to go start naval invading all the random British colonies. Dang, due to some unfortunate coding, we need to enforce military access on Mexico here in order to enforce that demand. Oh, I thought the little war goal was liberate Jamaica to liberate Bahamas, but yeah, we needed to enforce mil access on Mexico in order to get that to count. We're gonna put some defenders on the Caribbean here, because we need Haiti to not fall. I assume they've got war goals on Haiti at least. I could be wrong though. Maybe they don't. No, they also want Chile, so it's probably not that big of a deal actually. We probably shouldn't be pushing on this front now that I think about it. That's probably a bad idea considering we have 0 convoys. Now we're gonna invade Venezuela for make protectorate. No shot. Russia actually landed on the British mainland? Insane. This is like when Persia landed on the British mainland in the MP game. Oh, Britain's landed in Russia as well, though. But still, that's pretty crazy. Why has our big army moved away from the USA front? That's not acceptable. Okay, we're gonna call New Granada into this war for humiliate Venezuela. Bruh, our army got spaghetti trying to move there again. We're just landing in DC and then pushing out and see what happens now after we do that, you know. We haven't made it to Venezuela's capital, unfortunately. How's our enforcing on the British going here? Pretty close. Oh, we're getting demolished on this front. We should go on the defensive. Yeah, we want to actually retreat our army to the Dixie HQ instead of fighting them on the front until they get into DC, because then we'll have lower infra, so we can maybe win. Okay, we can just propose this peace deal real quick, and Venezuela is ours. Big nice. Oh, we can propose this peace deal, and now the war with Britain is over. So with that, we've basically cut them off from South America. Big nice. Okay, we're landing. Or no, we're not. I thought we were gonna be able to land here, but they've got defenders. Um, let's actually just land over in like Maryland to expand our naval invasion. I'm trying to naval invade Washington because we really need the war to stop ticking against us. We're barely losing the tick race right now. Oh, they landed on us. That's bad. We didn't go on general training. That's a bit of a mistake. The war is still very winnable if we can just land in Washington, I think. I think we can do. Oh, Britain just capped out of the war. Britain capping out of the war is big for us. Just swapped up to standardized filing systems that solved our bureaucracy deficit. Anyways, we're about to land in, what's this, Washington. Oh no, we don't have enough org. That's a bit of a problem. We better get enough org in time. This will be very frustrating if we lose due to not getting enough org in time. Surely we get the org in time. Surely, surely, surely. I believe. Yeah, we get it. Okay. Land, 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 land. Yes, we're in. Okay. Now we win. Barely. Take American war reps. And peace. Okay. Time to reduce New Granada's autonomy to puppet. We're gonna try to start a feminist movement, because I think it's a pretty good movement to have. Because we want to try and get an enlightened royalist or humanitarian or whatever on our intelligentsia to pass multiculturalism. Oh, he lied and he's supporting the liberal movement? Bruh, why you gotta lie? We get the exploiting the Amazon journal entry here. I'm gonna start building rubber plantations in the Amazon, I guess. Looks like we've got huge minus construction penalties in Para, and in all of them really. Let's put road maintenance and violent suppression to try to fix those slightly. I'm gonna try to pass multiculturalism. Let's see how it goes. So we're gonna swap up our government wages, and that should lower the stall chance. Yep, it does. And then lower it back down. I'm gonna do that. Okay, what do you mean this is a stall? What? Okay, we'll take it. I'm gonna do the swap yet again to increase our odds of passing the law. We get a stall anyways. Unfortunate. Okay, that's not that bad. El Salvador just accepted my invitation for them to join the block. Big nice. Let's ask for an obligation to join them in this play or their revolution. Oh, also we're about to do multiculturalism, so let's just go ahead and bump up the gov wages for a second here, because that's reducing the intelligentsia's effect, and it's also removing the PB. Minus 10 success chance, or that's actually not that bad either. Okay. Declared to conquer Honduras. We finally got a success on multiculturalism. We've just researched civilizing mission, so we can now get some treaties here. This gives us New Grenadine Amazonas. Nice. Unfortunately, I don't think that gives us all New Granada's Amazon land. We can also sign the Treaty of Ayucha, which gives us Bolivian Amazonas and Bolivian Mato Grosso, which is also pretty nice. Oh, and we can develop an Amazonian state. Manaus, the heart of the Amazon. Nice. This state is gonna get developed Amazon rainforest. We can pick between 100% migration attraction or minus 25 decree cost. Um, oh, I see. Or do I see? No, I need to go think about this more. This one gives us 100% migration attraction temporarily, whereas this one will give us minus 25 decree cost permanently, is like the big difference. I think we'll take them minus decree cost permanently. Time to reduce Ecuador to puppet status. We get the Populating the Americas journal. We'll take it. Passing and multiculturalism is going very well. Government administrations are insanely efficient for urbanization, so we're spamming those. The reason they're so efficient is because they used to be 400 construction cost buildings, but now they have been nerfed down to just 100 construction costs, so they're super efficient for getting urbanization up. Develop Amazonian state, an outpost of progress. Nice. Okay, we just passed multiculturalism. Big nice. Tooling or machine steel tools. That should make our rubber demand that we have actually get used. Oh, we have a huge steel shortage now for some reason. Can we upgrade our steel PM to fix that? Yeah, we can. Let's take a look at rubber prices now. Yeah, they're now actually good. We can delete the trade routes. And you can see we got loads of production of rubber happening here. These buildings can employ up as we build more tooling workshops and stuff. Apparently USA has intervened in my little play to annex Guatemala. You had to intervene, USA, really? Okay, I guess we're gonna have to fight USA over this then. We can develop another Amazonian state. And the rubber barons require more labor, or the businessmen? Why do these both give the buff to the landowners? How dare they? Sure, I'll pass all these great laws on my subject. I'll take it. We're landing on the Haitian reactionary revolt. Now that we've passed multiculturalism, we are of course getting tons and tons of mass migrations. The power of multiculturalism is very high. Another Amazonian state gets developed. Big nice. Let's see, I think we should have 4 states developed now. Yep. I guess we developed this for the Paraguayans. We've passed dedicated police force. Nice. It makes no sense to me why there's so many like tiny states up here compared to the rest of the country where there's like not that many tiny states. Gotta love that the Amazon is Turkish and also the other part of the Amazon is Guarani. It just makes sense. Actually, Guarani does make sense. I thought that was a different culture, but that makes a little bit more sense than what I thought. I thought it was Gujarati. We're stealing the Portuguese people to our country. Unfortunately, Portugal is a British protectorate. You might need to try to stop that at some point. Oh, they're no longer bankrupt, so we could try our thing I was planning on doing here. Hmm. I foolishly forgot that we can't actually do that because Portugal is a protectorate, not just a member of the bloc that Britain would defend, so we can't protectorate them from a different play. We need to transfer subject. Portugal is an insanely high infamy cost, mostly because I think they've incorporated this stuff is most of the reason. They're 53 infamy, which is like really high. Maybe it's worth it just for the memes though. Just got pump jacks, the greatest technology ever made, so we can swap up our rubber plantations and stuff to pump jacks. What else do you want to swap up? Like cotton, coffee, dyes. We're gonna need tons and tons of motor industries for all this, I assume. Yes, we've got an insanely large motor shortage. We're gonna need to build so many motors to fix this. Classic Russians, they're doing a Piedmont wants our support for their independence. They ain't getting it. Reduce Mexico's autonomy. Now the Americas are very green. We just need Venezuela, Paraguay, and then we'll be good. Oh, and Uruguay. Or we can subjugate El Salvador. That should be 0 more independent bloc members, right? Yep. It's time to declare to transfer Portugal to Brazil. We must reclaim our homeland. The British, you'll be destroyed for trying to steal my homeland. How could you think you could do such a thing? Oh, America has joined the war. What do you think you're doing, America? You're gonna get wrecked by Brazil. We need to raise conscripts to fight America. How dare America join this play? I just wanted a nice little play to reclaim Brazil, and you do this to me? What do you think you're doing? How could you? You know, as extra Wargle, let's conquer Jamaica and the West Indies to kick Britain out of this region of the world. Big nice. We're defending against many British naval invasions. Luckily, we've got a ton of soldiers to defend against them, so we should be good. Oh no, they're kind of naval invasion cheesing us right now. Oh, the British have a bunch of fleets stopping us from landing in Portugal. That's a bit of a problem. Let's just land in the home counties maybe. That might be easier. Some would say that it probably won't be, but nah, we believe in ourselves that much, you know. Easy home counties. Easy home counties. We must leave the British Isles though, because we need to fix this landing that they have going in our great country of Venezuela. So the plan is we're going to try to naval invade into both tiles that they own in Venezuela, and that should hopefully kick out their naval invasion, because we don't want them to go to naval invade us. That's very bad for us, you know. Having a naval invasion inside of us is terrible for us, in fact. So now we're going to start a new naval invasion on England, but we're actually going to change it to Extremadura. We're going to enforce military access on Paraguay, because this front down here is not looking good. Oh, also, we accidentally landed in the British mainland. Okay, we'll take it, I guess. Push to the home counties real quick if you can. Let's see, can we do that before they arrive to the front, please? No. No is the answer to that question. Okay. Welp. Unfortunate. Oh, great, they're landing up here as well. This is truly a not good situation. Okay, we're landing back on the British mainland because we can't enforce on the West Indies because they've got an army permanently there. So this is the only way to enforce. Anyway, we might just need to like wait, what? That may Oh, because white peace bonus. Oh, they've got troops defending. Is it enough to stop us? We need the morale recovery things, right? No, it's gonna be enough to stop us. What do we do? Oh, they moved away everything. Can we land now? Nope, they've moved back defenses. Pretty soon America is going to be out of the war. They're about to hit their capitulation desire. It's pretty crazy that Prussia joined this war against us. They don't have anything with the US or with UK. Anyway, USA being out is pretty nice. Um, yeah, we're gonna need to land down here. That should stop us from being ticked. It does. Okay, this is a little bit of front spaghetti, but what's so bad about front spaghetti, right? Looks like we can finally land the West Indies here to enforce the war. Is pretty nice. Okay, can we please? Yes. We land the West Indies, but they immediately send us a white peace, so we can't offer our peace offer. That's annoying. Anyways, now they're ticking. Our economy has slightly crashed in order to transfer Portugal and take a couple of meaningless colonies, but you know, it is what it is. We can't enforce yet. We need to wait for UK's war support to go down more. Oh, they've relanded Uruguay, so now they're confident they can win the war. Great. Or they not relanded, but they got back into Uruguay, so we need to retake it in order to make the UK stop being so confident. Okay, we're about to land into Uruguay, which should finally let us enforce the war. Take a look. Why are we not? Okay, we finally land. Yes, we can send our peace. Good, good, good. Now, the ultimate Brazilian league has been achieved. Exploit Amazonic state, or exploit Amazonian state. Big, nice, exploited Amazon state. What does that give us? That's a much better modifier. We get a world to win. We'll take regulatory bodies. It's always a pretty nice thing to have, I think. I actually don't know how much it improves pop growth. We just completed the Brazilian naval dominance thing. We get a bunch of officers and servicemen loyalists from that. See how much the armed forces very much approve of us right now because of that. I wonder if is there a graph for interest group loyalists? Yes, there is. You can see right here. Armed forces got a ton of loyalists from that. We've unlocked steel frame buildings, so we can swap up to that on a couple of our construction sectors, trying to get steel prices to be reasonable before we swap over more, of course. We just completed the Populating the Americas journal. To quell the evil socialist revolution, we shall pass proportional taxation. You know, I'd really like to use the take state action to take over the Amazon for the achievement, but it's so much infamy, it would literally be cheaper to just annex the countries. That's ridiculous. Gotta love the Dominican uprising taking over all of the country. What? What? Why? Oh, we're now running a huge bureaucracy deficit because I just deactivated the PB bonus. Did I? No, they just deactivated a different bonus, I think. No, they must have deactivated the bonus. I don't think we had this big of a penalty before. Easy Austrian military assistance. I don't know why they're offering to give it to us. It doesn't make much of any sense. We just passed proportional taxation, which solves our money situation slightly. Just reduced Venezuela's autonomy to a puppet. We just researched malaria prevention, so we can start colonizing Africa now. Whoa, Cuba's GDP is insane this game. I wonder if this has to do with the early game destruction of Spain, leading to like a mass exodus to Cuba or something. That's really interesting. No, it happened really late. You can see Cuba just has started growing like crazy. What pops are moving here? It's all Spanish pops. Actually, there's a bunch of Caribbean pops as well. Are those assimilating? Those must be assimilating, I think. Yeah, they are. That's pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Cuba doing this well. You know, if we just swap up our government wages, I think we can pass Prussia as the number 3 block and then put in a principal group. Let's see, 1662. Oh, we're so close. Can make the intelligentsia happy or something. We, let's up government wages one more. That should, yeah, did that not make the, oh, this isn't the one that gives prestige, it's that one. Okay, let's just pass census suffrage. And that should, we need to up gov wages again. And now we get the prestige bonus so we can swap in a 4th principle. And let's just go with a good old food standardization. The run's almost over anyways. Now we can stop passing this and go back down to gov wages. Oh, bruh, I think we go on to those events that gives you infamy. Those are so annoying. I should really be checking these events more to ensure that that doesn't happen. Like, if that would have happened again, that would be so annoying. Yeah, we need to not have those events happen, please. Like, it's literally never worth the infamy, pretty much. We can exploit another Amazonian state. Good old Para gets to become an exploited Amazonian rainforest, or exploited Amazon rainforest. It is time to reduce Paraguay to a puppet as well. Just reduced Cisplatina to a puppet as well, so that's all of South America puppeted. Exploit another Amazonian state. Oh, we're on the wrong glass PM. Oops. Let's swap up to the correct glass PM. You know, that'll help out a little bit. I assume we're going to need to build a lot of lead. Yeah, lead looks to be very profitable. Easy 20 legitimacy. How much legitimacy does that put us up to? We can get to 92. Big nice. War between the UK and Russia has begun. Or not begun, but the Diplo play has begun. We're out of infamy. So it's time for the great annexation. We're going to give Bolivia all the Amazonian states we need in order to develop them to get the achievement. So Peruvian Pastaza. And we're just going to go through and give away every single state we need in order to develop, which I think we need Pastaza itself now, and then we need Guarive or something. Let's look for that one. It should be in here somewhere. I need to have better eyes. There it is. That should be everything we need. Now let's just declare to annex. Okay, they accept. I promise I didn't save scum that. And we can start developing these Amazonian states. Yep, we have all of them, seemingly. Good. So let's just incorporate all these new states that we've acquired. We should incorporate these states as well, actually. We've got lots of states to incorporate. But we're gonna try to put rubber and stuff in these states and then develop them with the decision here. Big nice statue we can build here, Cristo Redentor. Build it. It's gonna make the church happy, or the church more political power, but who cares, you know? Fun thing to build is fun thing to build. Okay, we've just upgraded Pastaza to a developed Amazonian state. Just a couple more to go, yeah, just 3 more to go so far. We shall invade the Spanish to take over their great colony of Cuba. Is Puerto Rico any good? No, it's not really. We just want to take over Cuba because it's so insane. 13 million GDP. It's ridiculous. Unfortunately, Qing and Austria side against us, so this war is going to be a little bit tricky. But, you know, we got to take that amazing Cuba state. It's such a good state. Okay, the naval invasion of Cuba begins. You know, maybe we're naval invading with way too big of a stack. Actually, this naval invasion is going to have way too big of a penalty. Let's naval invade with a more reasonable stack. We're holding back the Confederate advance. I didn't even notice the Confederates joined the war. Why did the Confederates join? Oh, they have an alliance with Spain. Okay, we're gonna, or no, hmm. Yeah, let's just enforce military access on Portugal here. Then ship over troops from Brazil to Portugal to try to win the war that way. Because I don't know how well we're gonna be able to, naval invade Cuba. It seems pretty tough. Okay, we have to defend in Portugal because we're actually just gonna get steamrolled by the Spanish here if we don't, I think. Well, this war's a bit tricky. Just been trying my best here. Confederates have capitulated. Austria's gonna be capitulating kinda soon. Okay, we're finally pushing into Cuba. We've tried naval invading it a lot of times, but we finally are succeeding this time. Easy landing into Cuba once again. We will land eventually. It is just a matter of time. And Austria will be out of the war. Yep, there goes Austria. Oh, Cuba's whole army is defending their island now. That's a problem. Okay, we need more frigates and stuff so that we can send our 134 stack to attack them. All the navy must be built. All of it in the world must be built to naval invade them. I'm gonna try to get the Confederates in the block. That would be a pretty good block. Oh yeah, they've even gotten rid of national militia, so their leverage resistance shouldn't be that bad, right? 1,000? Yeah, that's not that bad. We can probably overcome that. They're getting a little bit from protectionism, though. I think we can overcome this. This is a sad day for Portugal. Okay, we're starting our naval invasion on Cuba. We've got nearly enough navy for it. Looks like we are landing successfully. Big nice. The Spanish just sent 13 troops to help them, but I think we should still be able to land. Okay, yes, we are indeed still landing. Okay, this is the second to last battle to unify, or not to unify, to conquer Cuba. By the way, the reason we can't just, like, land in Spain, I realized, is it's a war goal against Cuba, so you actually have to enforce it by occupying Cuba. It's pretty stupid how it works like that, but it's just how it works. Okay, the final battle to land in Cuba, finally. It took a while, but we'll finally be in there. Okay. And just 2,000 more soldiers left. 500, 100. There it goes. Now we can peace out with Spain. Finally. Great 13 million GDP acquired. Spain occupying this makes no sense at all. Spain is literally occupying this somehow, even though they aren't at war with it at all. That's bugged. Very bugged. Oh, the CSA is back to being a major power, so getting them in the block won't really matter much. Well, we're just gonna go till we can complete the Devil's Railroad thing. For some reason, we're in this unwinnable native uprising, so we can just like wipe peace out of that, I guess. I didn't actually make it clear in that clip, but the reason it was unwinnable is you just couldn't reach the natives. You couldn't assign to the front for some reason. Okay, this should be our final developed state. And then we can also exploit one more state, and I'm pretty sure we should get the Devil's Railroad achievement, unless I'm forgetting something. Let's take a look. I shouldn't have it already. Let's take a look at this. Oh, we need to complete the exploiting the Amazon journal entry. Okay. So we have to actually get them all to exploited. Okay. Finally, the civil. Oh, never mind. It just ticked to 0 and then ticked back out of 0. Can you please capitulate, revolt, so I can stop having this terrible civil war going? Finally, I'm just gonna chill and click this event every year till I can complete all the exploiting the Amazon things to get the achievement. That's what I thought I'd do, but there's something so crazy that I've got to show it before we skip to that point. Orissa has unified India. We need to annex Haiti because they own part of Guyana, which is stopping us from getting enough rubber plantations in that state. They declined annexation, so we're going to fight a war, annex them. I believe we are nearly at every single state being on exploited Amazon rainforest. We're at least super close. Let's click on state with exploited real quick. Yeah, you can see it looks like it's all except for Guyana. Let's take a look. Yeah, all but Guyana have it, so we're just gonna need to work on that real quick here. Oh yeah, while I was not really recording, we got the Confederates in the power block, which, you know, pretty nice. We're not gonna subjugate them before the end of the game, especially because they're a major power. But it's pretty cool to have them in our block, you know. We've kind of got like golden circle borders up here in the north. Okay, we've annexed Haiti, and in just a second we should get the exploit Amazon state here as an option. I'm pretty sure I clicked it around a year ago, so we just need to wait one. Yep, there we go. Exploit Amazonian state, and that should get us the achievement, unless I'm forgetting something. Clearly I am. I see what I'm forgetting. We don't have this state. Since I don't really care about much at this point, we can just give them what's Chaco? Yeah, let's just give them Chaco and Alto Paraguay, and then use take state to take Paraguay and Mato Grosso, and there we go. We got the achievement. So that's the end of the video. I'm just going to quickly pan to show you what the map looks like and show the power block map mode. So that's the end of the video. Goodbye.